What's going on, guys? My name is Panda, and today in this video we're gonna play Banished. So last time we built a small town, and here this is the this is the autosave, this is the save file that we did. So let's start this one, and yeah, let's continue expanding on our map and see where we left off. So last time we left off, I said I'm gonna start taking advantage of this area, and we're gonna expand here. So let's see what we can do. So we're building a house right now, and I think we're gonna get it ready soon. And we just build a fishing dock, which will put fish in our storage barn, which it already did. Okay, so now we just resume the gameplay and see what we can do. So here the forester is doing the job for the time being. We do have a little bit of wood. I think we can do more. I think once the builders are finished, I'm gonna assign 2 people to the forester, and let's see what else can we do. So let's get the herbalist that I wanted to get. Herbalists are better working when they are around uncut trees. So yeah, I think let's prioritize the building. Okay, no, never mind. They are building it. Just takes a little bit time. Okay. So here we're gonna build the house. We're gonna de-assign the workers, I think, because this building would take some time to get ready. Okay, so let's de-assign the builders, sorry, put them as a foresters. Now, because there are free area, because we removed the iron and stone, there will be more areas for trees, which means more food, more animals, more food, and more trees, so more wood. So yeah, okay, let's prioritize this building for a moment. Okay, so we're gonna wait until we have 20 adults, and then I'm gonna start the school. It's gonna be important. So let's see how it's gonna go. I think we do need to build more houses, because there are a lot of people who are still living in the boarding house. And see, you can see this house is already overpopulated, but we need to collect way more stone. So let's do that, because we do have a lot of stone. Okay, there was stone here, it was collected apparently. So let's start collecting this batch. Let's collect this area, and let's prioritize it a little bit. This thing is not ready yet, so yeah. You know, more laborers, the faster it's gonna go. But we do need wood, so I'm gonna keep the foresters. I'm gonna keep everyone right now, just so we can get things done and like ahead of time, so that we don't have to worry about it in the future. I think they're already collecting some stone. Let's see here if they added anything. Not yet, but they are doing something. I think that was the fisherman, the one who carried things to the storage. Okay, let's prioritize this one, and let's try to get it done early on. Here, this other storage barn is actually getting filled with food, which is good, because that means the workers will have to walk from here to here and won't have to walk from here all the way there. So which is good, and then when the hungry citizens can just remove some stuff from here to here, or take stuff directly to their house. So it's not a bad idea. So I don't know why nobody is going here. I don't see any citizen moving. It will get done at some point. Maybe it's a little bit too far, but we can handle this. Let's get 2 more houses. Prioritize these. But okay, this one is actually having some work done on it, so let's prioritize this one as well. Okay, I want to get the herbalist first, but I don't know. I think the houses will be done way before the herbalist. Let's see how it's gonna work out. And we still haven't had, okay, we have a child who's 8, 2 children who are 8 that we're gonna be, okay, we already have a child who's 9, sorry, what I meant to say, we already have a child who became an adult, and now we have 19 adults. I don't know why I mixed up way too much on this one. Let's get 2 builders to get this building done, and then we're gonna get other stuff done, but we need to get you know, we need to remove these stuff and deliver the wood and stuff, so. So the winter started, and I think I need to put a wood cutter. I'm gonna remove the builders. We have a lot of firewood right now, but if something happens, like for example, if we run out of firewood, they're gonna freeze death. So like it's winter, they're gonna use it anyway. So as we are making more firewood, it will be used. So that's something we have to plan in advance. Let's see. Okay, we have the house ready. Come on. One more point. Come on. 44 out of 45. Okay, now it's done. We move this. There are still 1 family in the boarding house, and these houses are still overpopulated, so we need to build more houses, but I think we ran out of stone, and I'm not gonna build wooden houses because they consume a lot of firewood. Okay, so now we have, oh, we have no children in the town. Okay, okay, we need to build more houses. I'm not gonna assign a teacher because there's no point, we have no children to begin with. So once we start getting more children, I'm gonna build the house. Sorry, I'm gonna start the school. Okay, we have a child. Let's just, okay, because in the end of the day it's gonna be 1 laborer that we're gonna put as a teacher. So let's try and make use of that laborer before we can get stuff done. Okay, this one is being built. Reserves of logs. Okay, so the game is warning us that we don't have enough logs when we have 100, because like later on in the game 100 is very low, but right now we're good to go. I think I'm gonna remove this guy, woodcutter, and then put a blacksmith, because we do need tools. We're running low on tools. Let's prioritize the stone collection, because we do need a lot of stone right now. Do we have 2 children? Oh, we do have. We can. Okay, let's build this one, and let's build more houses. But we're gonna pause them immediately. Okay, let's pause the game. Build like 3, 4, 5, 6 houses, and let's just pause these guys. And once we have the resources for it, we will unpause the building, so we can have things done when we need. And for the herbalist, I think 1 herbalist is enough for the entire game, like quite literally. Like there were some points where I had 450 citizens, no, 450 adults, and God knows how many students and children, and I was fine when it came to herbs. Like I was getting a little bit of a fluctuation, but I didn't need a second herbalist until very late on in the game. I already had 450 adults, So I think one herbalist will do just fine. Okay, so let's de-assign the workers, assign one herbalist, and put the limit to 1, because there's no point of having more herbalists. Okay, let's see the children. 1 and 1. Okay, so it's kind of fine. They go to school when they're 10, so once they're 9 we're gonna have to deal with this. Okay, we're having some stones, so let's unpause one house. And once we assign teacher, I will never de-assign teacher unless we have multiple schools and the number of children fluctuate. But usually the first school, it will never lose its teachers. So yeah, I think we can safely unpause these two as well. So like we have almost 80, we have 70, but they will collect more, and these guys will be putting it here. So let's see why this isn't building. Okay, they are building it. You can see we already having herbs. In the beginning it's gonna be hard, like they're gonna use most of it, but then it's because we already have a population of like 24 and they all need herbs. Because we never had herbs to begin with, they're gonna consume a lot, but then there will be a point where all the citizens are satisfied with the herbs, and then we're gonna have a storage of herbs. Okay, so we have the 80 stone that we wanted. I think we can also do this to the third house. Let's prioritize these. They don't seem to be getting the care that they should. Okay, so as you can see, we're running low on firewood, so let's get back to the wood cutting. Here is the the blacksmith is making the tools. We almost have 50 tools. We can remove that and have an extra laborer that can do the work for us. Sorry. Okay. It seems that we almost cleared the area. We got 3 houses out of it. Not the best deal, but will do. That will do. Let's collect even more stone. So let's see here. Okay, let's collect these guys here. Let's go, I don't know. Here there's a good amount of stone we can deal with. Okay, let's take, I don't want to take these guys because it's gonna take a lot of time for the workers to reach. They're gonna go all around the mountain. So yeah. And these things should be ready by now. I wonder what's going wrong. I mean, we're missing a bit of stone, but I think it's fine. I think we got the stone that we need from this place. Let's see. Okay, this building is ready. This one won't be ready, I think. No, okay, it will be ready. We do have enough stone for it, so let's see how it's gonna go. Okay, we don't have stuff, but we're collecting. Like, I might not know, because like if there's a worker that got stone from here and it's on the way, it will show me that my stone is missing, and it will not show here because the worker haven't arrived yet. But it seems that we do have everything we need. So let's get the 2 workers. I think let's have a look at the children. They're 4, 5. I think I'm gonna assign the teacher as soon as these 2 houses are built. And we gotta make sure that the majority of our population are children and students, because otherwise the future generations won't be, not like the future generation will start dying, the adults will start dying, and we won't have enough people to replace them. So yeah, so once this one is ready, I think I'm gonna assign a teacher. Okay, let's assign a teacher, deassign the builders. slowly gonna fill up with students. We're gonna need way more stone to build way more houses, and boarding house is empty, which is good, which means this stuff will go back to where it belongs, and we can use it as reserve food and wood and stuff. And there's a new child, and there's new families. So yeah, this house is still overpopulated. It has a lot of people. It has 2 people that can move out. It have actually 3 people that can move out and start a family, and this house has 1. This has still a child. Yeah, but there are people. Yeah, this house has 1 as well, so we can make more families if we have the stone to build the houses for. So we got 40 stone. Let's impose 1 house. And as you can see, wait, our herbs are starting to go up, and it will keep going up, and it will like not stop until a very late part of the game. Our forester here is planting trees and removing trees, and we have a good amount of wood. I wouldn't complain. 100 wood is not that much, but for this part of the game, which is the very early part of the game, it's decent enough. It's not bad. Okay, now I think, yeah, we're gonna build the house. The problem is we're gonna have to deal with the same amount of workers for a long time, and even less if anyone die, because the guys will be students from the age of 10 until 20 or 18 or 19, depending on when they graduate. So it's gonna be a little bit hard experience. Sometimes I end up failing in this at that point where I'm waiting for the adult children to become educated, because the adults start dying off. Okay, so once these 3 houses are ready, I'm gonna build a cemetery. Where it is? No, yeah, this one, the cemetery. Because what's gonna happen if now these guys, for example, like the 58, and they're gonna eventually die of old age, and then what's gonna happen is the children of these guys will visit the dead guys in grave. But if they don't have a grave, if we don't have graveyard, they're gonna die and disappear, and there will be nowhere to visit them, and then the happiness of the citizens will decrease. So we're gonna have to do something about it, but a graveyard requires a lot of stone. As you can see, like 42, and this is a very tiny cemetery. This is even tinier. Let's go with 12 by 12. Let's rotate it so that, yeah, door is that way, and let's pause it because I'm not gonna build it right now. The priority is our house right now, and then we're gonna do that later. Okay, let's deassign the workers. And it's so snowy I can barely see. Everything is so white. Oh, we do have a stone that we did not collect, so let's do that. Okay, we collected. This one is almost full. Let's see this one. This one is quite empty, so we can deal with it. It's fine. Thing is, when the educated adults die, so the first generation, the second generation will be uneducated, and we're gonna have the majority of our population as uneducated. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna suffer with food, firewood, and a lot of stuff for a while until the third generation, which is the educated one, starts coming in. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we do have 40 stone, so let's start building this one. And we still haven't had any child turn 10. This guy will turn 10. I think the guy from the other house for a while. Yeah, also this guy will turn 10, so we're gonna have 2 students really soon. And we're actually collecting a lot of stone, so I wasn't expecting we're gonna collect that much. Come on. Okay, I want this building to get ready. So we can start doing stuff at the cemetery. Okay. What else do we have to work on? We need to get more clothes. I realized we have just 10, now 9 clothes in. So yeah. We'll deal with this one too. We still have a okay, we have one student. Albert became a student. What I was saying is we have a very small town that we don't need the blacksmith and the tailor to be consistently working. So that's a good thing, because they're on the game. We cannot just do this, like leave 2 laborers. We're gonna have to leave a lot of laborers, because there will be a lot of collection going on, and if someone dies by any chance, we need to have a lot of people that can replace them immediately. So the house is built. Let's deassign the workers, and let's wait until we have enough wood. I think sorry, stone. We do have, I think, 40. We're missing 4, but I think it will be collected at some point. Like, these guys are doing nothing but collecting stone. Yeah, we do have it, see. So let's build the cemetery, because if someone dies, and then I don't want to lower the happiness of the population. That's what I'm trying to say. The Forester Lodge is not doing as good as I would expect. Usually we would have like a pile full of wood at this point. Maybe because I'm building too much, I don't know. Usually I take my time, and because I'm recording, I'm kinda rushing this a bit. But I'm rushing it in a way like it doesn't make me fail, because I'm doing way too much stuff, too many stuff at the same time. So let's see how it's gonna go. Are these stones done? I think, yeah. So they're not gonna collect these ones, because I told them specifically not to. I could this area too. So I think we're almost done. We have 50 clothes. That was fast. Yeah, they started building it. I think the next stone we're gonna collect is the stones in this area. And then we're gonna expand to this area at some point. There are a lot of resources that we can make use of. So let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's almost done. I thought it's done for a moment. Okay, now it's done. So let's remove the workers, and let's collect more stone, because we're gonna do a lot of stuff as well. These houses. Okay, we're getting more children and more students, so that's fine. We're not gonna be doomed, because we don't have enough young people. Okay, so let's get this one here. Let's get this one here. And after that, we're gonna build a trading post. What the trading post will do, it will trade stuff from ships that will come from the river. You have to go. Wait, I'm gonna pause the game for a moment. Yeah, okay. So you cannot do it on this river. Oh no, you can do it on this river, sorry. I don't see. Okay, yeah. You cannot do it on this river. Small one. If you're playing the game, you might find small rivers like this. You have to put it on the main river, which is this one, which is connected from the beginning of the map here until the end of the map here. The rest are not connected. This one is not connected. It will end up at some point, or it doesn't, but this one doesn't have the ships, isn't big enough for the ship to go through. So yeah, we're gonna pause this one. We're gonna build a bit later once we have our houses ready, because we do need a little bit of more population, and I think we have enough food to support this. Yeah, one thing I need to note is, when it comes to food, you have to always be producing way more than you currently are consuming, because when the nomads come later on in the game, we're gonna have like 20 people extra out of nowhere, and they're gonna consume a lot of food, and you're gonna have to keep up before you run out of food. So food production, always extra food production, is never bad. So yeah. So let's get this house done. I think we don't have enough food, stone. Okay, we do. No, we don't. Oh, we do. That's strange. Okay, never mind, it's not really strange. Because the stone was on 0. But I think there was workers who were walking around and still didn't put the stones in the storage nor in the house. And are we done with these guys? I think we're almost done. We still have these in this area. So wait, let's put the priority list. We have these in this area and we have these in this area. I think they're collecting these ones because they're closer to the house. Okay, so let's get this building done. Okay, so let's deassign the workers. And here we have one person living because I don't think there's an adult. So this is a female gatherer, and I don't think there's... Oh, there is a male gatherer. Oh no, this is a female as well. So there should be a male for these two women, so they can start a family. And they will get there eventually. If they don't, then they're gonna be like one old lady or man, usually, like just sitting in a house on their own, and once they die you can find an entire family moving in. I don't like this because they take a lot of space. Okay, so you can see we start having people dying of old age. There will be one grave at the cemetery, and something weird is that the grave disappears after a few years. I don't know why, but the grave can disappear and then someone else can be placed in that grave. I don't know how that works, but it does, and I'm not gonna complain about it. Okay, so this is almost done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish off this area. Okay, and let's prioritize this area so we can get rid of it for once and for all. So the first generation is starting to die, and we're gonna have to wait until these students graduate. So child, where are the students? I don't see. Oh, this one is a student, but it's just 10 years old. Okay, this is a new student. Where are the older students that we were trying to... I think they moved out to these new houses. No. Okay, let's go one by one, slowly. Laborer, fisherman, gatherer. There are no students. There's only one student that I can see, which is this one. Okay, there's 0, 15. 15, okay, there are 15. So they moved out from their older home, which confused me a lot, but it's fine. So let's start prioritizing this closer area that is closer to us. Then we're gonna focus on what's there, and let's start building the trading post. And for the trading post we need something to trade with, and I would usually go in the early game. Like now I'm gonna go with firewood, so we're gonna get some extra woodcutters. I don't think we have the laborers to have 3 woodcutters at the same time, but we're gonna manage something. 2 is gonna be fine, but we're gonna need the 3rd one later. Okay, and we're gonna increase the limit to, like, I don't know, 1500, and we're gonna always have like 700 in the trading post, and whenever we trade it, they will immediately transform it. So okay, we have 2 educated adults now, which is good, and we have 8 children that will become students at some point in life. Yeah, they are becoming students. Okay, that's good. I think we can put 3 woodcutters at this point, since the students are growing up. Okay, I think we need to prioritize this a bit, because it doesn't seem to get the care that it needs for it to get built. This is almost full, which is good. This is not full, which is fine, because that means we have extra storage. Okay, so we should get things done pretty fast. One thing we need to do, I think we need to start having roads. Roads will allow the citizens to move much faster, but I don't know, there's no but. It will allow them to move faster. just that I would usually prefer stone roads, but they require a lot of stone, so we're just gonna go with the dirt road. But someone has to build them eventually. Why do we have 10 buildings? What are we building other than the... Okay, never mind, we're building these. For a moment I got confused. Okay, come on, let's get this done. Oh, there's a stone that I forgot to collect, I think. Yeah. Game lagged for a moment. Okay, so this one is doing the job, but I think we have enough houses that this one can barely keep up, so we do need these extra two. Like, come on. It's taking a lot of time. Reserve of stones. No, we have 100. It's fine. Sally has become a student, as you can see here. Having more students and more kids and more adults, educated ones, hopefully. There's no one at the boarding house. No one will go to the boarding house unless I demolish a house or unless we have new nomads. But it's better to keep it because it costs a lot, and if we cancel the building, we're not gonna get much out of it. Just keep it there. It's cool. I think we need to start collecting some iron, because what it seems that if we build the trading post, we're gonna have like 10 iron left or something. So this will come in handy. Let's just have this one collected. And come on. The building is really slow. Slower than I would expect. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, I think like we're just gonna have to wait a little bit until things get done. Let's prioritize this one again. I want to see things get done. Because as you can see, this marker, it means that there was a citizen who was called, and there is nothing we can do about it now because we do have coats and we do have firewood. But it's because it was very cold outside, so when they walked all the way from here to here and then they were coming back, they felt cold. It's fine. We had 2 people dying right now, which is not very good. Oh no, we had 1 person die and 1 person being replaced. So Ore, the herbalist, has died, and then Amarian has replaced Ori. It's really weird how I could spell Ori but not Amiran, because Ori is not a name I'm familiar with. Amarian seems like a name I would see in real life. I don't know. And we're almost reaching the 35 limit that I want to reach, but we're gonna do a little bit more stuff before we go. And I promise that the next episodes, as we move on, a lot of more stuff is gonna happen than just building and waiting. There will be more stuff that we need to manage and more stuff to take care of. So it's the first few episodes are boring, like regardless of who you're watching, because there's nothing much happening. But then later on in the game, slowly and slowly, things will be better. Okay, so let's get this building done since we have... Okay, it's already being built. Since we have this thing. Okay, they're building this one for some reason and they ignored the trading post. I mean, okay, just do it anyway because we don't have enough stuff to trade with to begin with. As you can see, we're running low on firewood because I think the winter was cold, and that's why the citizen almost froze. But yeah, so I think we can build this one, because then this will be our stuff that we're gonna trade with. The firewood will be our money, so to speak. Oh, they stopped building it and now they're focusing on the trading post. So it's fine either way. We have 5 students, which is good. We have 7 children, which is also good. We do need to start building more houses, but we need to collect the stone here and stone there, and then we can, if we're lucky enough, we can trade stone, which is much easier way to get stone. We can just give them firewood, which we have unlimited supply of. I mean, like the forester will always plant trees, cut trees, make wood, and then these guys will always cut the wood and make more firewood. So we don't have to worry a lot, not always. Maybe when we have a very high population and we cannot keep up, then we're gonna use coats as the fuel. But we're not gonna use these leather coats that we're building right now. We're gonna use the worm coats that we're gonna be able to do later on when we have sheep, because sheep will give us wool, we can get animals, and the hunting cabin will give us leather, but also we can get cattle. I think they are cows. Oh, cattle, yeah. We can get cattle, which are cows basically, and they're gonna give us more leather than the hunting cabin. Okay, so the trading post is built, and we're gonna put like firewood. We're gonna put, I don't know, 700. No, okay, but I'm not gonna assign anyone, so they don't move the firewood anywhere until these two are ready, and then we can assign people to it. So can you please start building on these guys? This is almost done. Okay, so now we can have 2 woodcutters cutting the wood. Reserve of firewood is low. It is actually low, and we are in autumn and we have snow already, which means things are very cold, and it's 30 degrees, I think, Fahrenheit, because if it was Celsius there's no way it would have been snowing. Okay, let's get that, and we have a student who are now a working adult. Okay, so now we're gonna just wait a bit, produce a lot of firewood, and then we're gonna start transferring it into the trading post as we assign a person for it. We do have a fair bit amount of stone, but I think this is where we're gonna end the episode for today, because we reached the timer limit that I wanted to put, and so we built the trading post, we built the woodcutter, more woodcutters, and we're getting a lot of wood, as you can see. In the next episode I think we're gonna get a marketplace, because we're gonna have this guy here, and then we have the wood. Majority of the wood is stored here, so the market will just bring some wood to it and centralize everything we need. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna build a market, but we're gonna see about it. And we're gonna start trading stuff, so a lot of cool stuff start happening starting from next episode. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys like it. Leave a like if you like it, leave a dislike if you dislike it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.